Hello everybody. This is a little bit frightening, but I'm going to do it anyway. So my name's Rachel Jones, and my day job is that I'm a teacher in a SEN school.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. I'm an autistic human, so I've never been in a working environment where I was in a neurotype majority, so it's been absolutely brilliant and I love it. In my free time, I make art. I started off making street art, and HMP is my street art name. Because apparently you have to have one, and I didn't know any better, so I did. I just want to tell you really quickly, I found out last week someone in Turkey had written this lovely article about my painting and how empowering it was, and I was like, oh God, amazing. And then they put, because I was in prison, and I was like, oh no. It's like the best thing that's happened. It was so funny. I had to go in my school toilets and have a moment to like compose. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my project. I thought I would hand out, if anybody wants, these are some stickers of my street art. So if you want them to keep, then please do, because otherwise I just put them all over the place and annoy people. Could you hand out? Thank you. Right, let's go. Thank you. Okay, so my project is called Holding Water. Aside from spray painting, raging women and making art pieces, my other love is wild swimming and the wild swimming community. And I think that this deserves space for International Women's Day. It's almost an exclusively female community. There is nothing for bonding like losing your pants on a riverbank. And it has been quite a unique experience for me. It is a space where women come to support their mental health. In a way that's better than going to like the GP who says, have you had a cup of tea, have you had a bath type situation. It's where women learn to be resilient. We use the cold to help ourselves feel better. And in a country where, to be honest, women's health problems tend to be mostly marginalised or ignored, this is a way of making women feel empowered, and they're able to do it for themselves and find communities that can love and support and to nourish them. It has been a glorious thing. I think the other thing that I really love is this collective care aspect. I have cried in the sea with women who have got cancer. I have sat through my own divorce in rivers sobbing, because people can't see you if you're crying in the water, it's a fact. And people have cared for me and carried me through in a way that even my own children couldn't. And it has been a glorious, beautiful thing, and I'd like to make that into art, and I want to share it with you here. Thank you. When we talk about what women? I mean all women, everybody. I mean intergenerational. Some of my best friends now are in their 70s, and it is glorious. It is such an amazing thing to be able to be friends with every different type of woman. We have trans women, we have non-binary women, we have people from all different classes and ethnicities, and we're at the stage now where people look strange to me with all of their clothes on. We're so used to seeing people, and we sometimes skinny dip. And it's amazing. And I found out that boobs float, and it was so funny. It has just been like the absolute defining experience of my life. These women have saved me. They have saved me, and we have saved each other. It is such a glorious, wonderful thing. It has been true sisterhood. I'm just talking now. I haven't even looked at my cards. It's all going really well. Oh, that's cool. I kind of stuck with what I was going to say. Nice. Okay, thank you. This would be my process. I thought about this a lot, and I feel quite passionate that I facilitate a lot in my day-to-day role. That's basically what I do with children. I try and nudge them gently towards doing things. If they don't want to, we come back to it later. I think gentle nudging is what I'm best at, or dragging people with me for the joy of it. So I'm very much thinking that we would do this kind of process. Swim, maybe with clothes, maybe not. Gather, talk, chat, film. I would imagine us sharing, we'd have a create, and then we will project. And this is like it's going to look so sexy and so beautiful in that space. I don't want it to be a thing where I just go and extract from that community and present it like bang, bang, bang. I want us to make it together. I want the women to not just make the art, I want them to see that they are the art. That's what I really want. I want this to be something that is exemplary of all those different women in all that space. It's going to be glorious. I'm saying that word a lot. Thank you. Okay, so this is the kind of thing that I make when I'm not spray painting angry women. We use software called Modulate, and we create these floor-to-ceiling installation pieces. We've had one at Portsmouth Open Studios. We've done stuff at the Apex Gallery Lates last year, at Bunkerfest in Southampton. So we put installation equipment in, and I'm going to make something beautiful like this. And it will have a soundscape and a soundtrack. There will be light kind of flickering in and out. There'll be like little bits of conversation. It's going to be this ephemeral, kind of liminal, gorgeous thing that will remind you of the water. You'll be there with us. That's what I want to make, like this, but it moves. I'll probably be more blue. That's a bit more red, but you get the general vibe. It's a very beautiful thing, and I think that it would feel very transient. You would sit in the space and you would feel it. That's what I'd like. Thank you. Okay, so why would it work here? We all know that the water used to come to the door. This is where the water came. This is the edge of the city. And I think I want to bring the water back in. I want to bring the water back. I think the juxtaposition of the stone and the light will look incredible. I think it will be very dopamine-y. It will be wonderful and inspiring. I think that the idea of having the history, a stronghold, somewhere safe to keep these women's voices and this women's collection really appeals to me, and it appeals to me right in my heart, that it's a safe space where we can say those things and we will be accepted and we will feel validated. I think that that's why this space is so important, not just in the city, but for art practice. And I want to be part of that. Thank you. Right, budget. This is it. You'd be amazed how expensive the software is. I think I'd probably have to hire a space. I don't think I'd be brave enough to take without insurance women in a river. So I'd like to probably hire a water space and probably some lifeguards and stuff and make sure we're all safe, because this doesn't want to be a silent witness episode moment. So with the safety first, making sure that we've got accessibility needs catered for, that we have everybody as able to participate as humanly possible. I want to make sure this represents everybody. I want to take you all with me. Thank you. Okay, this is Barbara. Isn't she amazing? We're all riding unicorns in our 40s and 50s. It was such fun. Okay, so the impact of this is kind of really what's the main thing of it for me. Obviously, the public impact is going to be different, and I think it's important to consider both. So it gives the public a space for reflection. I mean, you're going to get the arty types that come here anyway, but I think it will have a broader appeal. Lots of people have friends that they know that swim now. It's become very popular after the pandemic. So this idea of raising awareness of women's mental health issues, the idea around kind of not shushing up the perimenopause as much as we do, or menopause, giving a space for older and more mature women as well is very important to me. So I think that those kind of things. Oh, and recognising collective care, because you're right, it is a scary world we live in, and I want to bring something beautiful and lovely and welcoming for everybody that isn't necessarily a swimmer already. You could come swimming though if you wanted. I could direct you to my group if you like. For the women involved, I think it's this idea of connection. We are hugely connected, but to have something tangible would be amazing. And to be able to welcome people to that and to have it validated and to feel that people can express their creativity no matter what their age, to me would be an incredibly empowering and validating thing for them. I think there's literally, I can't think of any better way to express the joy of what we do than to put it into art. Like art and swimming to me are like these two peak amazing human experiences, and to make them together would like be the ultimate joy. Thank you. Okay, so why me? Sorry about the photo, it's literally the best one I could find. I do a lot of community-based practice work. So I facilitated the Mental Health Swims organisation for nearly 5 years. I ran mental health swims. I've done lots of mental health coaching and first aid stuff. I work in a neurodiversity school. I'm a specialist of working with people who have trauma. I am an expert at making safe spaces and holding space for emotion and holding space for people to feel listened to and included and validated. I feel like it's almost my purpose on the earth, but no validation, to enable other communities to meet together and to feel important and seen. It's really important. I am a total nerd for putting big lights in dark spaces. It makes me so happy. I go all around the country going, look at this amazing exhibition. It's a thing in a dark space. And like my kids are all like, oh, good, mum. But this stuff brings me great joy. And I would love to bring it to a wider audience, to be something that like is less niche. I know that we do see projections in other things sometimes, but seeing it in a more fine art context is really beautiful. And I think you would love it. And it's a thing that makes me intensely happy. Last one, I'm an SEN specialist. So I feel like I have some inroad, my foot in the door to making sure that this could be as inclusive as possible. So I have the passion, I have the tech skills because I'm like a little nerd, and I would like to do this for you. It would be fun. Right. Okay, so I think that the last little point that I wanted to make, I haven't used any of my cards, so they obviously weren't that important. That's okay though, she says, shuffling through them. That I want to bring a sort of solid idea of shared care, that shared care of women is important, that female communities are important. And I want to bring to you a space which bathes in luminescent and light and shows you our experience. I want to show you, please, our joy, and I want to show you our creativity. Thank you all so much.